Hi, I'm Jody Rissy, the host for Food for Thought. Later today, I'm joined by Erin Kennedy Heisum from the Maryland State Department of Education. Erin, how important are partnerships for the communities that we serve?
Partnerships allow a variety of different players to work together to achieve a common goal that betters the entire community.
To watch the full interview, join me later today on Food for Thought.
I'm Kathy Shaffer, and this is Parents Corner on AACPS TV. Each month we talk about a topic of interest to parents like us. This month we focus on understanding student learning styles. Just like individual personality traits, all students have different innate learning styles. Some of the ways students process information include visually, logistically, interpersonally, verbally, or kinesthetically. Student success can be enhanced when teachers and learning coaches recognize preferences and structure lessons accordingly. In a classroom full of 20-some students, though, a totally individualized approach is just not feasible. There are ways that parents can identify styles to support their students at home. This includes making sure they are prepared for a classroom curriculum and assisting with homework after school. We spoke with tutor and owner of Move, Learn, Succeed Learning Studio, Nicole Ryan, to discuss. So Nicole, you are a tutor. Can you tell us a little bit about what that means?
So I work one-on-one with kids, usually K through 6, and I'll work on any subject, anything they're struggling with, whether it's homework or any subject, and we come to the gym for the fun environment and so that we can move around, which is the key component to the way I deliver my instruction.
Can you tell us what the favorite part of your job is?
I love watching the kids when they get it. So you're working on something and you've been practicing and practicing, and then you give them like an example and they're to solve, and they're like, oh, and they get it. And then they, it's that learning process, and it's those small wins that they get, and you can just see their confidence growing and growing and growing, and that's very exciting for me.
What kind of things are you hearing from parents as they're searching you out for your tutoring services?
Well, it varies with subjects. It's always a different subject, but what the common theme is that the kids are kind of internalizing it and saying, I'm really just bad at math, or I'm just really stupid with reading. And they're getting that feeling inside their hearts about learning that they're not good enough. And so they come here and we try and get them the small wins so that we can build that confidence and that they can build that, you can learn anything, we just need to practice it. And maybe I have to show it to you a different way than the way you're seeing it somewhere else, and that's okay because we're all different. So it's kind of that growth mindset that kids really struggle with. They're almost pass or fail in their mind. If they don't get it right away, they feel like they're just failures, and it's heartbreaking, but it's very common. Yeah. It's a lot of pressure for them. If they can't see that we all fail in our learning process and that's how we succeed, then they're just going to keep thinking they're terrible. So when they're allowed to fail, this is a very safe space for them. School is a very safe place for them too. If they feel like they can fail and they know, oh, wait a minute, I can just try again, that's a very empowering feeling for them. So instilling that as they go through their years is very important in the classroom and wherever else they're encountering learning.
So do you find in your work that there's different types of student learning styles? And as parents, how can we watch our kids to identify what those styles might be to then help them with their homework?
Absolutely. A ton of different learning styles. A lot of kids can just see it and they're fine. They can hear it and they're fine, but most kids need it a couple different ways. They need to hear it and see it and touch it and maybe even just explore and move around with it. And so that can be difficult in a classroom. So it's very, you got to give kudos to the teachers who keep trying, and they keep trying to reach every child that way. It's pretty impressive. I would just watch them play, see how they play. I know one of my students, she loves to draw and read, and she's very visual that way. And so for her, that's a strength. And so if you can see their strengths in their play, you can translate that to how they learn, and you can translate that to how you help them with their homework and stuff at home too.
So I know you must have some access to research that shows the connection between physical activity and movement and better learning. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely, yes. John Rady does a ton of studies. It's wonderful to read up on. But basically, physical activity releases hormones that go to your brain that literally prime your brain for learning. He calls it BD. He calls it miracle grow for the brain. What's released. And so there are studies that show the connection that primes and gets your brain ready. There are also studies about the joy factor and enjoying, like laughing, and what that enhances learning also. So there's a lot of cool pieces that are pulled into play, which if you go watch in the classroom, it's pretty incredible to see teachers just intuitively do it. They know it works, you know, and so it's pretty incredible.
So as parents are at home doing homework with their kids, what should we expect in terms of attention span from them? And should we feel like it's okay to take those breaks if the kids need it?
So you could probably expect the same number of minutes to their age. So a 7-year-old, about 7 minutes, and then you should break it up a little bit and then come back to it. Okay. I think you'll get better learning and attention out of them if you break it up. Even if it takes, 5 minutes extra, you're still going to get better concentration, and the actual work time will be less. You'll have less time where I don't want to do this, I can't do this. They're just keep moving and they'll push right through it. I would bet you'd even get a shorter time total with movement in it. What I do a lot to break it up a little bit are 30-second challenges. So especially if the child's particularly competitive, anything. Like, how many times can you throw the ball in the bucket? How many times can you throw the ball against the wall and catch it? How many burpees can you do in 30 seconds? And then I can do it kind of in 3 chunks. So the next 30 seconds, okay, now I want you to try and beat your score from before. So we'll work for 7 minutes, then our 30-second challenge, work for 7 minutes, second 30-second challenge. And then they're excited because they want to beat their other score because they're uber competitive. And it's very simple. It's nothing. I mean, sometimes I have them do a Nerf gun against a target and see how many points they can get. Yeah. It's just simple stuff to break it up, get them moving, get them smiling, then get them back focused.
So what about homework help? Do you have any strategies for parents that we can use to make the process easier and less stressful for both the student and for the parents themselves?
Absolutely. I would say if your child is particularly active and they want to move around, first of all, let them play for a little bit first. Let them get it out. But you can incorporate that if you're helping them, for example, with spelling, and you want them to practice their spelling words. You can make it a game. So anything they like doing. My kids love a race. So if I race them around the house, first one back does 3 burpees, and then they read me 3 of their words and spell them. Then we race again. It breaks it up. It makes it fun. They're laughing. And it makes it go by a lot faster, and you get extra fun time with your kids, which is when I know sometimes I'm like pulling my hair out with homework. I would rather be laughing with them. Yeah. So
now that the weather is going to start turning and kids are going to be stuck inside more, I know a lot of what you encompass in your tutoring is movement. Do you have any sort of tips or tricks that we can do at home when we're embroiled in that after dinner homework process with the kids to get them up and moving inside?
Something as simple as we take the game like tic-tac-toe. Super easy, right? We write it on the board, but instead of just going your turn, my turn, in between, we have to race across the room, tag something, come back, and then it's your turn. And you're racing each other, so you don't even have to wait for each other to go. So the first one back gets to put another X or O. Just something super simple to normal things you would do sitting down. Sometimes when my kids are really frustrated with their homework, I'm just like, okay, I want you to get up, I want you to scream and go crazy crazy dance around the house. Something as easy as that. It just flips the switch and it gets you laughing. And once that joy factor comes in, then that really assists learning, no matter what.
So how do
parents know when the struggle is just part of the natural learning process for the students, or it might be time to intervene and look for extra help for them.
So I would talk to their teachers and anybody they come in contact with at school and see if it's kind of a prevalent theme, a prevalent theme, that's the right word. And then if they're starting to develop that mindset that they're just terrible at school, that's a red flag, because that's a slippery slope for them. And that's a hard mindset to get out of. So if all those pieces are coming together, showing that struggle, I would reach out. Even if at that point it's not quite a skill issue, if you get them the help they need to build that confidence, that might even be for that short time, that might be the bridge they need to turn it around. I would just start with talking with the teacher and see if there's anything that they can practice at home that might help. And if that's not working, then I would just start reaching out and seeing which tutor fits your child's personality the best.
I'm Kathy Shaffer, and this was Parents Corner. Email us at parentscornertv@gmail.com with feedback or comments. And like our Facebook page to stay up to date on show topics. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Jody Rissy, the Supervisor of Food and Nutrition Services and the host of Food for Thought. Today, I come to you with exciting news about school meals. School meals offer students a healthy school breakfast and lunch. This year, we will continue to meet and exceed federal and state nutrition standards for school meals, ensuring that all meals are well-balanced, provide students with the nutrition they need for academic success. Every day, students are offered unlimited choices of fruits and vegetables. Students are encouraged to select up to 2 cups of fresh produce each day from one of our unique salad bars in Anne Arundel County. You may also monitor your child's school meals account online at My Payments Plus. This is a convenient tool that Anne Arundel County Public Schools offers all parents to make managing school meal accounts a simple process for you, your child, and the school. To learn more about My Payments Plus, simply visit mypaymentsplus.com or call 877-237-0946. Registration is free and quick, so get started today. Each year, families have the ability to apply for free or reduced price meals. The application to apply is online. Parents, you may log on to applyformeals.aacps.org. The process is fast, easy, convenient, and it's accessible from any computer. Remember, if you received meal benefits last year, you must complete a new application each school year. If you have any questions regarding the application, please call 410-222-5900 and we will assist you. If you need assistance with the Spanish application, please contact the bilingual facilitator from your school. Thank you for this opportunity to provide you the valuable information pertaining to school meals. All students in Anne Arundel County have access to a nutritious breakfast and lunch on a daily basis. These meals fuel their brains and bodies for academic excellence. If you have any questions regarding the healthy school meals offered in Anne Arundel County Public Schools, please contact me directly at 410-222-5900. Thanks again, and continue to watch AACPS TV and tune into the next segment of Food for Thought.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Porter. Anne Arundel County Public Schools Department of Transportation is raising the level of awareness for the safety of your children as we transport them to and from school. When a school bus stops to load students, as a driver, this is what you will see. At 150 feet, the bus will activate hazard lights. At 100 feet, the bus driver will activate the amber lights. They will start slowing down. At 10 feet before the bus stops, they will turn on the red bus lights. Their stop sign will come out, and students will begin to load. Once all students are on board safely, the bus driver will turn off red lights and move forward. At this time, it is safe for the motorist to resume movement.